coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom, boom. Appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories. We rolling, we out here, man. Appreciate everybody who been tapping into the morning mud. Big salute to everybody who came through for the Zoom. If you missed it, shame on you, man. The Zoom was bomb, man. It was cool. Shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. I really enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the conversation, man. Man, we was having such a good conversation, man. We tapped back in, I think, three times. You know, we logged back in. We had to log back in because we ran out of time and logged back in. And everybody kept showing up, man. So, big love, man. Appreciate it. We'll do it again real soon, man. If you missed it, ha. Should have tapped in. Yeah, today, man, I wanted to talk about something that somebody had said in one of their lives recently. They just brought up talk about crazy, crazy bets, which made me just think about the whole situation in prison, period, man. You know, and you in prison and you gamble, right? You are literally gambling with your life. And that is a fact. You already gambling with your life when you go to prison. Let's get that off the top. Let's be clear about that. You gambling with your life when you go to prison. Because as I've told y'all many times, there's no guarantee you coming out. No guarantee. I don't think nobody on the planet can give you that. And that's, you know, regardless of what your sentence is, regardless if it's long, short, or indifferent, you have no guarantee that you're going to come out once you walk on that other side, man. So that is a gamble with your life, period. But then once you're inside prison, and you choose to partake in the gambling and the stuff that goes on in prison, the hustling, the gambling, the swindling, the larceny, all of this stuff, which, to be honest with you, is gonna be kind of tempting. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you was a type of person who got money on the street, or you chase money on the street, or you try to get things and have things. It's gonna be tempting, because prison is also so boring, man. You can literally be bored to death. You understand? As far as like having something to do, but it's gonna be hard, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ever did any of that stuff before you went into prison, to get into prison and don't get into it. But I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you my advice right now. If you should be so unfortunate to find yourself in prison, you need to find yourself a productive outlet, and let it not be anything that involves gambling or any type of hustling or whatever like that. Because just as sure as grits is groceries, that's going to come with a whole lot of controversy, man. A whole lot of controversy, a whole lot of danger. And like I said, you partake in any of that in prison, you are literally gambling with your life. Because you're going to have to, first of all, keep the cheat up off you. You're going to have to know all these things to keep the cheat up off you, which is going to be hard to know, because these dudes in there have mastered the art of getting over. They've mastered the art of illusion, where you think you're winning something when you don't actually stand a snowball chance. So that's probably one of the biggest mishaps that I got involved with, was that gambling, man. I shouldn't have never got involved with it. A lot of my drama came from it. You know what I'm saying? I will say that I do feel emphatically that at one point in time I was addicted to it, because I had got used to doing it. I did it every day. You know what I'm saying? And knowing it was filled with drama, knowing it was filled with danger. And I'm still in there swimming with the sharks, man. Young and just not knowing, and I'm willing to do whatever though. But at the same time, all these cats willing to do whatever too. So you never know how things is gonna shake out. You never know. That's one of the most tense moments in prison. period, that I could even, attribute to anything, is when you know you beefing with somebody and you know you getting ready to be at war or possibly be at war. Man, your anxiety be so high because no matter what you think and knowing that you're willing to do, you don't actually know for sure what that next person is willing to do. And then even bigger than that, he nor you knows how it's gonna shake out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how it's going to. You plan, plot, and strategize, but you don't know how it's going to shake out. So when you know it's real beef and you know something getting ready to possibly jump off, man, that's some of the most agonizing. It's like waiting to go to court to get sentenced. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, you're hoping you're going to get off, but you don't know. Then you never know when it's going to come that time, and you go up in there and then they say, boom, life sentence. Boom, electric chair. But you don't know. That's how it is when you in a beef and he know you beefing, you know he beefing, and then y'all got to wait to see each other or whatever. And you don't know what's gonna happen when y'all be head to head. They got a thing in prison. They say on site. I mean, when I see you, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But that gambling, man, I done seen so many young dudes get hurt, get tricked, get scarred for life, messing with that gambling. You know what I'm saying? Messing with that gambling and not being able to pay your debts, or getting more than what you could pay, betting more than what you got, trying to get back, thinking that, I'm going to take a chance, I'm going to gamble with this and I ain't got it, but if I could just win back what I owe, then I'm just going to get out, then I'm just going to quit. Yeah, it don't always work like that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be trying to beat the clock, you know what I'm saying? And we in prison and everything is we literally not on our time, we on their time. We can supposed to be out for 3 hours, and dude will anticipate, well, I got 3 hours, I got this enough time, I done lost this, lost that, I ain't got it in my cell, but I could try to get back. And they could shut the compound down. They could come in there and shut the block down. They could come in there and stop the game. And you late and you ain't got it and you gotta pay it. And the dude who you owe it to, he gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? He gotta have it. And there's no excuses allowed. Man, I known dudes who go in there and try to rob their own celly, try to take stuff from their own celly to pay a debt, because they know if they don't pay that debt, they're gonna get that work. And they ain't ready for that work. You know what I'm saying? I known dudes that get, lit up right there at the table. Dudes that just keep feeding you stuff, knowing you ain't got the money, but he been waiting for this moment just to make you an example, just to shine on you, just to get out on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just dangerous, man. It's dangerous. I sit here, man, and I think now about all the times that I put my life on the line messing with that stuff, man. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's countless amount of times. Countless amount of times, man. So yeah, I've been lucky, man, and fortunate, to get away with some of the flammery that I have partook in. As I told y'all, the situation when I first met Chucky, you know what I'm saying, that was all about, some flam, but I felt like, and I still feel like, they tried some flam with me. You know what I'm saying? So I won't trying to pay. You know what I'm saying? And that's what caused the ruckus between me and Chucky. And me and Chucky ended up having to clutch, you know what I'm saying, all over gambling debts. Now that could have turned out, super bad. That could have turned out way worse than it did. Just so happened that it turned out me and him end up being, like brothers. But at the same time, that could have been a super deadly situation. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a deadly situation. And when you put yourself in those positions, man, you got to be willing to wear that weight, man. That's part of being a man. You put yourself in a position that ain't no need to cry now. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we all got to look at it, because we put ourselves in prison. Whatever you did to get there, whether you guilty or innocent, you was in some type of vicinity or some type of way where these people done associated you with something. So in some type of way, man, you got to hold that responsibility, man. So then, when you get in there, everything that you do once you in there, whether you in there because you're supposed to be or not be, whenever you in there, whatever you partake in there, then that's on you. That's on you. I told you, I know dudes that came to prison that was innocent. You know what I'm saying? And then got involved in all of that stuff, man. You know, gambling and drugs and all this. They weren't involved in none of that on the street. And it changed their whole life. Whole life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and the gambling lead to dudes getting high. It ain't never lead to me, because I always had, you know, a certain type of, you know, stigma in my head about getting high. But a lot of them dudes, man, they gamble to get high. And when they gamble to get high, man, they take them chances because they know that that's the way to accumulate some money. You know, and it don't always work out that way, though, because there ain't nobody that I know that gambles, and every time they gamble, they win. That's just, it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got some type of cheat scheme, eventually somebody gonna catch on to you and latch on to you, and then that's when the Bethlehem's them coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just dangerous, man. It's just dangerous to be in it. You know what I'm saying? You are literally gambling with your life, man. Playing or participating in any of them type of games in prison. And like I say, I done seen it all from fist fights to knife fights to you know, sneak attacks, to running down on dudes while they, you know, sitting on the commode, running down on dudes while they in the shower, running down on dudes while they on the phone, going to the microwave, you know, everything all over gambling debts, man. You know what I'm saying? Gambling debts. And then, like I say, you get some dudes, man, they'll be in a position where they owe somebody and you owe them. So the pressure that's being put on them, they're going to put double that pressure on you because they try to avoid a whole situation. You see what I'm saying? And then, like I say, you got some dudes in there, man, well, a lot of dudes in there, they prey on the dudes that they think is weak. So they want to get you in debt. And they don't want you to be able to pay, so they can tax you and double it up and double it up and double it up. And this is a game the young dudes don't know when they coming in prison. And they get involved in these type of things, and they borrow from somebody, and they get talked into gambling. First they'll start with this little fake, oh, come on, man, let's play some spades, or let's play some tonk, or let's play some deuces, or something. But then they say, let's bet on it, but they just want to run you up. They just want to run you up. This some dudes hustle. This is the only hustle they got. And they'll run you up and have you owing them all this money. And they got patience of Job, man. They'll start off gambling you head up for 50 cents. 50 cents a game. And next thing you know, you gambling for $5 a game. You know what I'm saying? $10 a game. And then you late and you owe all this money. And then all of a sudden the nice guy laughing and playing with you going out the door. Now he ready to kill you if you don't get this money. If you can't produce this money. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know. And they dudes and bet everything, man. I done known dudes and bet man, man, I told y'all before, I gambled with this one dude, man, named Mujahid, man. I probably beat that man out. I beat that man out his whole life. That man owed me his life right now. Literally, he bet my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that type of stuff, man, I'm telling you, it's insane. You know what I'm saying? I want that man whole sale, man, his real glasses that he wear, man, real medicine glasses, man, his shoes, his clothes, his state clothes, his mattress, I mean, everything, you know what I'm saying? It just won't stop, man. Come on, man. No, I got something to put up. What you got to put up? You ain't got nothing up. Man, bet this. His TV, his radio, everything, it's an epidemic. You know what I'm saying? And dudes will bet that, and then they don't want you to quit because they always feel like they can get back. And then when you quit, then it turns into a beef. Oh, no, you quit on me, man. No, you know, I want my stuff back. Man, you ain't getting nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, you know, and it goes on from there. You see what I'm saying? It goes on from there, man, and turns into something vicious. It turns into something ugly. And, yeah, I done seen it, man. I done seen it. I seen dudes have dreads, man, and you know, talk about crazy bets. Bet they dread, man. If I win, you, let me cut 2 locks off. What? Yeah, let me cut 2 locks. And these dudes are growing dreads all the way down to their butt, man. They've been growing dreads for years. And I seen dudes lose bet, man, and cut dreads off, man. Cut dreads off. I seen dudes lose bets in prison, man, and say, man, whoever betting on games. Football games, basketball games, something like that. Whoever lose, man, you got to shave your eyebrows, man, and shave a strip down your head. Dudes doing it and betting it. And it's funny and everybody laughing at you and joking. But if you don't do it, dudes gonna put that knife in you because they feel like you done played them. And they feel like if they'd have lost, they'd have did it. So it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous and it's crazy, man. You know, when you got all this time to yourself and nothing else to do, man, all this stuff be coming up, dudes. Well, man, bet I ain't got no money, I ain't got no money. What we gonna bet then? Let's bet a punch in the face. Man, what? Yeah, better punch in the face. Straight punch. You can't hit back. You can't do that. I seen dudes lose teeth, man. Get buck nakeds over bets. Dudes gamble for smacks. Dudes gamble for body punches. Dudes gamble to drink water. They want to see you drink water till you spit up water. Till you spit up water, man. I'm serious. I'm so sincere, man. I'm so sincere, man. That's the boredom that cause people to play with their life like that in their prison, man. Gambling. Yeah, it's vicious, man. I mean, it's things that I don't even really think about I don't even bring this comment up because to me, I done seen it so much. It's like crazy, but normal to me. You know what I'm saying? But to y'all, it might be like, man, you got to be kidding. Yeah, I've seen dudes bet everything you can think of, man. I seen dudes bet, man, if I beat you, I don't even see how dudes can even get the confidence to even say to somebody and don't think they're gonna get punched in the mouth. I seen dudes be betting like, yeah, man, if we gamble, man, we bet on if I win, man, let me get your girl phone number. Yeah, let me call your girl. Yeah, and you gotta tell her that you gave me the number. You know what I'm saying? I mean, crazy stuff like that. Crazy stuff like that, man. Bet dudes, man, that they won't, you know, feel a female CO on her butt or something when she come in. You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna get you locked up and gonna get you go to court and everything. Or bet you won't funky roll. I bet you won't try to funky roll. I mean, all of that goes on in there, man. Especially with the young dudes, and the young dudes be so wild and they be so, you know, trying to fit in and everything. I remember a stretch in them 90s, man. Man, a stretch in them 90s on Greensville, man, them young dudes was off the chain, man. It seemed like every other dude coming to prison was between 18 and 22. You know what I'm saying? And they just young and wild and they just be running in packs and they be doing a whole lot of crazy stuff, man. And was getting just like super late, man. Super late, getting time added on, getting bust up, getting beat up, getting knocked out, getting dragged, getting, you know, everything. Just trying to find their way in prison. And it ain't no mercy in there and it ain't no guidance in there. If you don't get up under somebody that's really trying to show you what's going on, then, man, you got to get it on your own. You got to get it on your own, and chances are you gonna be misled. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be misled, man. And yeah, man. But yeah, like I say, going to prison, man, that is a gamble with your life right there. Gambling with your life, man, because it's just so much flammery going on in there, man. So much skullduggery and larceny and tomfoolery on a day-to-day basis. Man, some of the things that go on in there, y'all wouldn't even think of out here in a million years to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, them dudes used to gamble, man. They used to play, I see dudes gamble. This is all normal in prison. They gamble and say, you know, drink it or wear it. Then they gambling all day for drinking water. I'm talking about big old cups of water, man. I'm talking about 16-ounce cups of water. You got a bucket. You can't stop bucking it. If you do buck it, then if you don't drink it all straight, then the dude go get another cup of water and splash it on you. Now, how embarrassing that is in front of everybody. Dudes and got the rumbling over that. And they lose. All right, go ahead, splash it on. Boom, splash it on. He jump up. Boom, boom, boom. And they get the fight. And he done lost the bet. And he know this is what's supposed to happen. But it's the beef. You know what I'm saying? They just can't take it. The embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Dudes go get water and just dump it over top of dudes. Dudes be sitting at the table playing soaking wet, man. Soaking wet because they done lost a couple of dudes and then threw water on it. Then it won't quit. Dudes start spitting up water. When you see spit up, it's just water coming out. You know, and they say dudes, you know what I'm saying, can pass out from drinking that water, man, or bust your stomach open. Dudes be doing it. They do it. They do it, man, all day in there. You know, they gamble for body shots. You know, they gamble for smacks in the face. You know what I'm saying? They gamble, man, dudes get the gambling there, man, they'll put up everything they own. Lose their TV, you know, lose their radio, lose their personal items. You know what I'm saying? All because they got that addiction to that gambling, man. You know what I'm saying? And they can't let it go. And I'm telling you one thing about prison, man, the collection agency in there is vicious. It's vicious. When somebody coming to collect that money, because bucking on somebody and not paying somebody is just akin to just spitting in their face. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let nobody do that to you in prison. You cannot let nobody, especially if it's known. It's known that this dude owe you, and it's known that he's telling you he's not gonna pay you. You cannot let that go. If you let that go, man, all of the flammery and the skullduggery and larceny that you can ever imagine is gonna start coming at you. It's like it's a magnet. It's just gonna draw it to you. Oh, we let him get away with that. What? Shh. Man, they be coming with all types of stuff. Dudes that somebody may not even never even bother. They may not even, he just was so low key or whatever. But let somebody take something from him. Let somebody take something from him, man, and they know it, and they get known. And he don't do nothing about it. It ain't no such thing, oh, I'm going to let that go. I ain't worried about it. He can keep that. He can have that. Nah, okay. Well, somebody else want to keep it and have it too. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to deal with it. That's why you got to deal with these problems, from its inception, man. If not, it's just going to open up a whole nother can of worms for you, man. But I'm going to tell you, though, that I just, like I say, I had a whole lot of, mishaps with that gambling, man. I done got into too many fights to remember over that gambling. Yeah, I done had to pull that Bethlehem out a couple of times. I done had to pull the Bethlehem out a couple of times to make sure that somebody wasn't trying to get me over gambling debts. That was really, my fault. You know what I'm saying? My fault. Yeah. I mean, to be straight up with it, yeah, I've done that. I've gambled before several times. When Dixon come on here, Dixon will tell you, you know what I'm saying? Dixon, you said, man, Banky, man, you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop doing that, man. I'm serious, man. Cause I done been out there and, especially like I said in my younger days, man, I done lost and that's it. I ain't got nothing else to gamble with. Shh, I go down there and ask for it anyway, knowing they ain't got it. 20 minutes left for lockup and you got ahead, and I asked for it anyway and I ain't got it. Try to get back, try to win something back what I already lost and lose that, and they asked for it. I said, man, I ain't got it. What you mean you ain't got it? I ain't got it. Period. All you won and all I gave you is all I got. But you lost more than that, shorty. You got to get, nah, I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I ain't got nothing. So I have said it. I don't got nothing else to give you, period. So you got in the game. Yeah, I did. I got in the game knowing I ain't had. What's up? We gonna get it in. What it is. You know what I'm saying? And been in those type of situations, man. And it's crazy. And some of them want to get it in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you like I said all this. Ain't nobody do no. Yeah, some of them want to get it in. Yeah, some of them wanted to get it in, man. So yeah, I've been in the cell and clutched up and all over money. And been wrong some of them times. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, when you get physical with anybody in prison, it ain't no telling how it's gonna come out. It ain't no telling you know what I'm saying? You could be rumbling and you could pull a Bethlehem out. You know what I'm saying? You could be rumbling and get out on him, and then you gotta watch him for the rest of your time you're around him, because he might wanna sneak up behind you next week. Sneak up behind you today. Sneak up behind you next month. You see what I'm saying? So dangerous, man. So I think about the situations that I put myself in and the situations that I done came through, man. I'm a lucky fella, man. For real, I'm a lucky fella. And Dixon used to be on deck. Dixon ready to go. He ready to go no matter what. He ain't gonna pay nothing. He ain't got nothing either. Hey, man, what he owe you, man? Cause man, we ain't doing all. Man, he owe $100. Man, we ain't got that, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'ma tell him, man, to give you something, man, on the jump, man. But, man, but y'all, no, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how Dixon gonna be. I'm gonna be like, man, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. I ain't got it, though. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get back. I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, then, sometimes, like I say, dudes, they'll avoid the drama because they still chasing money. And if they dealing with somebody they know they really going to have to put some work in, it's a lose-lose anyway, because both of y'all going to jail or both of y'all going up off the compound depending upon how serious the beef get. So some dudes will cut their losses, you know what I'm saying, and deal with the next dude that they ain't got too many ain't going to have as much pushback, and go ahead and make him an example. when all the time you looking at that and you know in your mind, yeah, that's what he wanted to do to me. That that's what he wanted to do to me had I let him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just insanity, man. And when I think back to these days and stuff like that, man, it's yeah, man, it's a blessing, man. It's definitely a blessing, man, to have made it through some of this foolishness that I put myself in, man, for real. Cause I know dudes that ain't make it, man. Like I say, I know dudes that man, they're old dudes, man. Dudes that snuck up on them a week later, come up behind them, man, and cut their throat, give them a long scar on their throat, they bleeding out their neck. I know dudes that came behind dudes and clucked them all in the head, with rocks in a sock, or locks in a sock, or batteries in a sock. I know dudes that came up behind dudes and took a sock and got a long sock wrapped around his arm and came in and choked the dude and leaned back on him and just tried to choke the life out of him, and dudes had to stop him. I mean, you name it. You know what I'm saying? You name it, I'd have seen it, because it's just that type of world. It's just that type of world. And then some dudes will let things go, man, but you got to understand we in prison, man. We in a place where, it's so much frustration and irritation, just with your situation alone. And then a dude could call home and get bad news. And he could have let this go 3 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and he got such bad news. Somebody done died in his family. Somebody done got shot in his family. Somebody done got hurt in his family. His girl done left him or something. And he just think about he can't do nothing about that situation on the street, and he think about, this dude owed me money, he ain't pay me, and he gonna come get you, man. He gonna come get you, man. You understand? But it's meant for you, but it's what else going on in his life to just set it off, where he ain't got no other outlet. He ain't got no other outlet. You gonna become the outlet. You know what I'm saying? With putting yourself in a position to owe somebody, man. You don't never want to owe nobody nothing in prison. Not one napkin, not one toothpick. You don't want to owe nobody nothing in prison. Period. Nothing in prison, man. And like I said, if you ask me, don't gamble on nothing. I don't care if it's betting on games. And if you do gamble, if you do get to the point where you gamble, you just can't, you gotta do this, bet on the game or do this. Man, don't never gamble in prison, man, without having that money. Without having that money to pay for whatever it is that you lose. Don't play more than you can stand to lose. Do not play more than you can stand to lose, because if you do, there is no telling how it's gonna turn out. And it could be the meekest dude in the world running the game, and you ain't never seen him flip. You ain't never seen him raise his voice. You ain't never seen him get crazy. Owe him some money, and you'll see the whole transformation. And then you'll ask yourself, well, why I ain't never see him like that? Because everybody else already knew to pay him. You understand? So, yeah, it's crazy, man. But anyway, man, I don't know. I don't even know where this video going, man. It's just, I was just going on that comment that dude said to me. It just put me in that frame of mind of thinking about them crazy bets, man. I have seen them in prison. Crazy bets and what comes behind them, man. So, yeah. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments, man. Give me some suggestions. Tell me what y'all thinking about, man. Ask me and it might spark a memory, and I'll talk about it and we'll get to it, man. And we'll see what we can come up with. But in the meantime, in between time, man, I'll see y'all in 24 hours, man. I done been on here all day long. I'm super duper tired. Coming from Mama Pound birthday. I did it live this morning. I did the Zoom this morning. I had to make these videos today. So it's been a long one. So I'll be back at you tomorrow, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. I'll see y'all in the morning mud, man. God willing, man, and the creek don't rise. And I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And duck them hooks, man. They out there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm still fast, though. Even sleepy, I'm fast. Bam.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.